Ladies and gentlemen, according to you, did Kithure Kindiki deserve to be the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya? Kindly use his time with William Ruto as the President to rate him on a scale of 1 to 10. Let me see on the comment section, please. On this video here today, we are going to go through the journey of Kithure Kindiki under President William Ruto's regime and see whether, based on the roles that was given as a cabinet secretary, is now actually fit, or even he deserved to become the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya after the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. Before I take you through that, kindly, if this is the first time you're watching our videos, kindly let me see you subscribe, like and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. Always, those who want to interact with me, you can always check my number in my bio, and that's how we can always talk. Kithure Kindiki was a senator twice, a deputy speaker, majority leader in the Senate, and now has been elevated, actually became the Interior Docket Cabinet Secretary, and now has been elevated to become the Deputy President after impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. Now, on this video here, I want to analyze critically on whether, based on his performance under William Ruto's regime, whether he deserved to become the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. Assuming that there were elections today, Kithure Kindiki with William Ruto, and then Rigathi Gachagua with someone else, who could have been the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya? Now, let me take you through the achievements that he made as an Interior Cabinet Secretary. I want to say that under his docket, if there's a time an Interior Docket was supposed to do well, it is now under William Ruto's regime, because this is the time we've not gotten a very serious threat of Al-Shabaab, as it was before, where you used to get Nairobi, Al-Shabaab attacking various places. So therefore, he has gotten most of the internal things that he has been dealing with, where we expected reforms here and there to see at least a well-streamlined service in the country. But the only thing I'm going to use as a parameter to define Kindiki's performance is one simple thing: the demonstrations that occurred in the country and the police welfare. Let me begin from the police welfare. So far, can we say that Kithure Kindiki achieved something significant in making the police life better? I don't know what is your opinion, but according to me, there's nothing significant. We didn't see any serious reforms that we can say under his docket things went well for the police in particular. Except instructing the police to go for the protests, I didn't see anything serious. Let me stop it there and see your opinion on the comment section. Let me proceed directly to the demonstrations that were in the country. I'll use the first and second demonstration that we've had since William Ruto took power. The first one was just after he took power in 2022, where former Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga called for demonstrations against the rising cost of living in the country, and also against the impunitive measures of taxation that the government was putting on Kenyans. So therefore, during that time when we had the demonstrations, Kithure Kindiki, of course, was in charge of the Interior Docket, and he was supposed to ensure that there were no demonstrations, or there were controlled demonstrations, and Kenyans were allowed to do their constitutional mandate without any form of intimidation. But in the first demonstration, where Raila Amolo Odinga called for the demonstrations, we realized that youths were killed. I always give an example of a youth that was shot dead in Maseno. Actually, he was a Maseno student, Maseno University student. He died during the demonstrations out of a live bullet from a police officer. In Nairobi, a few also were killed. In Kisumu, a number of them were killed. Actually, we had a scenario where the police went right to the homes of some youths, beat them, maimed them. Others died in the hospitals, others before even going to the hospitals. It was a very sad story. Despite of all that, there's no police officer that had been held accountable to such kind of cases. No one. And that happened under the supervision of Kithure Kindiki. As if that was not enough, now we had the second demonstration in the country led by the Gen Zs and millennials, and we realized that it was purely intended that the demonstrations were intended to simply push our leaders to change the way of governance and make Kenya a better place. As a result, we saw the youth start from social media asking the government, please, actually the MPs, to vote no against the Finance Bill 2024. They went ahead to have peaceful demonstrations in the country. But as time moved by, the MPs became adamant and continued voting yes. So the youths of this country got more agitated, and they came up in large numbers, collected themselves, and started occupying Parliament. During the occupation of Parliament, youths were shot dead in their heads right on the Parliament buildings, others on the roads, and as a result, so many of them died. We had youths that were killed even in the first demonstration of the Gen Zs, and up to now the police have not been held accountable for that. These youths that were killed, there were promises that they were going to be compensated. They were not. During the same demonstrations, we got very many serious things happening that we never expected, which Kithure Kindiki was even called to radio stations, TV stations, to answer the questions against. One of them was abductions, where youth gets abducted, then is found dead in a quarry. Others up to date, where Maverick Aoko was just found in a Tanzania-Kenya border, sick in a hospital, are still getting abducted under the watch of Kithure Kindiki. Therefore, the question is, did Kithure Kindiki do his best? According to me, he failed terribly, and on a scale of 1 to 10, I want to give him a 3, because not so many youths were killed. But even if it's one who died, that life was not supposed to be lost, through a bullet particularly. Everything was preventable, but the government provoked youths to go to the streets and fight for their rights. The youths were just holding a flag, water, and a phone. But the police decided that was a dangerous weapon. They have to pass with them. When Kithure Kindiki was called to talk about this, he said he cannot ascertain that the bullet that killed that youth was a bullet of a police officer, first of all. Second of all, he called the youths criminals that were going to Parliament. He didn't feel sorry for this kind of youths, honestly speaking. We all could face. Probably it was simply to make his boss happy. So that was the case that happened. I'm using those two scenarios to rate Kithure Kindiki as a deputy president now. Under the interior docket, there's no significant achievement that he achieved. Despite the ratings that he was among the best performing, he was not achieve anything significant. We can say that we can remember him for, as far as being in that docket is concerned. So what is his capability of going to perform as a deputy president in this country? What is going to be his mission as we talk? I don't know what is your take, but on my side, I want to say that Kithure Kindiki, honestly speaking, from kind of the development we had, that kind of demonstration that occurred in the country did not deserve to see, Kenya did not deserve to see people die in that way. And the deaths that occurred were enough to disqualify him to become a deputy president of this country. However, that is my opinion, and I don't know what is your take. Let me see it on the comment section, and please make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. That is my video there and there. See you next time.